Not everybody's meant to live a life of mediocrity and a life where they don't really stand out. Certain people in history and certain people in this world are meant for greatness. They're meant to achieve things that normal people can't really achieve. And they go through things that normal people can't really go through. You know, even the great Genghis Khan, before he became a world conqueror and a world champion, even he used to be like a vagabond, homeless, surrounded by treacherous snakes and vampires, surrounded by all types of things. I think Genghis Khan, he got his first wife taken away, and she was with another tribe, and she had like another man's baby or something like that. But Genghis Khan still accepted the child as his own, you know. And if you know anything about Genghis Khan and the Mongols, they had a history of torture and torment. They went to different civilizations and nations and brought them down to their knees and wiped, certain civilizations off the face of the map forever. And the Mongols were known for their taking of women, let's just say that, and spreading them amongst the troops, let's just say that, to put it mildly and politely. So you never know, man. A lot of us in this position, the way we perceive life, our perception, and the way we see things for what they really are, and the things we go through that mold us, that shapes us, that puts us in this furnace of flame, that puts us in this fire and creates certain desires in our souls. This world always tries to hold back those who are innovative and creative. They try to displace us. They try to target us. They try to eliminate us. They try to neutralize our thoughts and neutralize the way we see the world. It's why the mainstream media is all about indoctrination. It's all about brain control and controlling your mind and perception of reality. Like they'll piss on you and say that it's rain. They'll tell you it's your fault that you're 25 years old and you can't afford a house or a car. Meanwhile, the wages remain stagnant. And it's almost impossible to do what you truly love in this world without help, without somebody that's doing what you want to do and bring you into that ring and bring you into that circle where you can truly live out your dreams and the things that you really want to achieve. As they say, teamwork makes the dream work, and your network is your net worth. It's all about who you're around, man. Point blank, period. It's about being around people that want to build and want to create and innovate. I used to have a lot of friends at one time, and we would talk. Like a lot of them, they were just fine with just being regular. Like they didn't want to. They didn't have no real dreams and ambitions. They didn't want to be something great. And after a while, hanging around that, you start to take on those personality traits. It's like, let's say you're in the medieval times. This is an example. Even though I know the medieval times, the structure was pretty much permanent. Whatever class you were born into, that's pretty much what you're going to, pass away into as well. But let's say if everybody in your village is a fisherman and you want to be a knight, it's very difficult to get everybody around you who's used to being a fisherman, who's used to being, a hunter or something like that. And a hunter is respectable and a fisherman is respectable as well. But you want to be a knight. You want to have your own horse, your horse armor. You want to have your nice armor on for yourself, your lance or your sword. You want to lead battles. You want to charge in enemy battle formations and slay enemy war commanders. You want to have some adventure. I think it was, I forgot his YouTube channel now, but he used to be called Panzer on the Plains. And he was saying like how modern men, they have no sense of adventure anymore. It's like everybody's been domesticated like cattle or like sheep. There's none of that spark of real ingenuity, real genuine flame that sparks the soul. A lot of us, we have talent that's going to remain dormant. We have flames of desires that are inside of our hearts, but it's hard to find a kindle. When you have a passion for something and you really love it and you really want to achieve it and make monetization from it, and life does everything it can to make sure that you can never get an economic stabilization to have your talent acceleration, you start to wonder, is this all being done on purpose? Is all the pain and agony that a lot of us go through, losing family members, being economically destitute, is this done on purpose? You know? And you have to really think about it. Why was this world created for us to suffer? It makes no sense. It's like all of us are facing torment. All of us are facing some type of isolation, some type of mental degradation and annihilation. And as a full grown man, you're not going to get any sympathy or empathy from anybody. You know, a lot of us, we don't really have any family to lean on, really. You know, though, um, and it's a tough situation to be in, but we have to go through it. You know, we got. It's like, why would a God put us around people that hate us? Why couldn't this person, why couldn't this God put us around people that give a fuck about us and love us and care about us and want to see us grow and develop? You know, you got to think about that. Why would a good God create death, destruction, corruption, sexual, deviancy? Why do good people suffer and evil bastards get to live great lives? You ever wonder that? There's good people in this world that are really good-hearted souls. They're the salt of the earth type people, yet they suffer from economic instability, mental frustrations, mental demons, and all type of shit. And yet you have people that are that just assholes and take pleasure in fleeing it. And nothing happens to these people. They don't get cancer. They don't get hurt. None of that. It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem fair, you know? But it's like creation is the imitation of the creator. So when you see all this death and degradation, it shows you what's in the soul of whoever created this, whoever manifested this thing into existence, this what we call life, the systematic oppressions, everything. Like, you ever wonder, like, everything's designed to make you weak. Nothing's really designed to make you strong. I don't want to hear that shit. Oh, going through pain and trials and tribulations make you strong. That's bullshit. And there's plenty of people that didn't go through any of that, and they're strong as hell. You think LeBron James went through all that shit? He was already a superstar at the time he graduated in high school, you know? And there's many other people I could name that are great. They're legends. They're master craftsmen in their own fields. And they didn't go through a lot of tough shit. Not saying it was just easy for them, but they didn't go through shit that we're facing. You know, being homeless, having nobody, and being around people who want to see you suffer and they take pride in that. But the minute you become successful, they want to try to act like they've done something, when all they've done to you is try to just berate you. And if you beat these people up, they'll play victim. So it's like, it's best not to even engage with these people, you know? So it's best, man, to find a team of people that want to do what you want to do in life and try to build with them and try to be successful with them. It's a brutal reality we live in, honestly. And I hate that there's people listening to my channel that I do not want. I don't know how they'll find this channel, but when I was rapping, no one found it. There's people that got me doxxed, and those motherfuckers are listening right now, you know? It's crazy. But that's the world we live in, man. I guess I must have a powerful magnetic voice that people who absolutely hate me listen to every video I make. You don't do that to somebody you hate. Like, what do you, like, it's strange, man. Like, somebody left a comment and saying, why does everybody always target you and mess with you? There's plenty of people that do the same videos you do, that talk about their life, talk about their struggles and ambitions, yet nobody targets them, nobody doxes them, nobody focuses on them. They focused on you with intent. Why? I want to know the answer to that question as well, because I don't know. All I know is I'm just a regular person, and I just started talking on the phone and uploading videos on the internet about a year ago. Well, more than a year ago, but it just started to take off a year ago. And I never knew that people who know family members would find my channel and show them. It's like, how the fuck did you find this channel? You know what I mean? Like, how? That means my channel really got far. Think about it. I had thousands and thousands of people follow me until your family member finds it, and that's not the damn demiurge. That's not, something that targeted you and focused on you because you see reality for what it really is. You're not brainwashed like everybody else. They believe in the same shit for years and their lives are still miserable and terrible. you know? And the brainwashing of the soul, the brainwashing mechanisms are powerful. It's hard to break. When you've been indoctrinated since you were as a child, it's hard to break free from, things like that. But I've been spiritually targeted for years. And whatever being that's targeting me, it uses everything. You know, these people don't give a fuck if like no one cares as a full grown man if you're going through things mentally or if you're going through all type of things, they're gonna keep on attacking you. And then once you, let's say you neutralize these people, then all of a sudden you're the bad guy. Isn't there a God who's a just one that's watching all these things go down in our lives? Watching that girl that you really wanted, never got. Watching how you were the one that's qualified for that job or that career, and yet you didn't get it for whatever reason. Or maybe somebody got in a car crash and you're the one that ended up getting paralyzed or in a wheelchair, and the asshole who crashed into you doesn't have a scratch. Ain't that something, man? We live in such an unfair, unjust, cruel world that's merciless and brutal. And I suggest you guys, man, just focus on yourself. Focus on building yourself up. Ignore the haters, ignore the trolls, and people like that. Just ignore them. Some of these people are not even worth your time or your breath. They're not. Like every single day, bro, I get comments of people calling me the N-word. It's funny now. I mean, like a year ago, I'm like, what the hell? Now it's like, you understand, I have thousands and thousands of people subscribe to me. So I actually get hundreds of comments, every other month, right? And I had so many toxic people that are weird. Like the people who dox me, these are some racist weirdos that I would have never talked to in real life. But yet they'll make videos and all type of things. It's just like these people are weird. Like, why are people so obsessed with me? You guys are treating me like I'm a celebrity. You know what I mean? This is how celebrity females get treated. People watching their videos, monitoring them, doing this is like this crazy, doxing them. Just like, what the fuck? you know? But I'm thankful for the people that support me. People that cash at me, people that buy my little melodies, people that ask me for tips, this, that, and this. I remember one time this guy, he was happy. This about 8 months ago. Like we were talking about writing. He's like, "Hey, bro, you help me write the last chapter of my book with your little advice and tips you was giving or whatever." So, he like cashed at me like $10 or something like that. Just shit like that. People show me real love like that, and I never expected that. I never expected that. I never expected to make $1 from my channel. I'm just so happy that people are willing to do that, And I appreciate all you guys that support me, man. You guys know who you are. Through thick and thin, a lot of you guys been with me, been with my journey, been with my escalation, and I appreciate you guys, man. Much love to you guys, and it's much appreciated, man. All the likes, all the comments, everybody showing love, watching my videos and shit, knowing that I'm in a not a good position, And to the people that take glee and they take joy of seeing me down and out, I just hope you're never in my position, because you probably never will, because the evil creator of this world uses evil people to attack good people. You know in your heart of hearts if you're a good person, if you're a bastard. You know the things you do to people. You know it. And you can't hide from your shadow. I get on here and I spill my soul and my heart out. That's more balls than any of you bastards can ever do, who trolled me and doxed me and called me the N-word. And then in real life, none of these people will say it to my face. They're not going to call me the N-word to my face. They're going to see, oh, that's Black Pill Villain. They're going to keep on walking. I'm a cool guy. I'm laid back. I mind my business, but, I don't really play like that. I just mind my business and do my own thing, man. I stay out the way and I try not to bother anybody, That's always been my personality. I didn't come on here to cause problems. So if you're listening to me right now and you don't like me, unsubscribe and just don't listen to my videos ever again. This life is truly a fucking battle, And it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely brutal, the things we have to go through for peace and tranquility. I don't know who created this misery, but I know they're probably taking a good laugh at the insanity of humanity.